what I'm going to attempt to do here today is kind of show you how to qualify sellers, qualify buyers on short sales, the short sale process, and how to be successful in short sales. For those of you that don't know me, I've been specializing in short sales since the beginning of 2008 and 2007 when our market turned. I've been in the business since 1989, and I'm in the trenches with you. I'm not just an instructor. I work out of this office and I sell short sales. Over 85% of actually our market right now is REOs and short sales. And of those numbers right now, I believe we're at roughly about 65% short sales, the rest are REOs. REOs have slowed down quite a bit. This slide here was just put together for anyone that's brand new to the business to kind of show the pieces of the puzzle to make any transaction happen. So a short sale is no different than a regular transaction, meaning that we have sellers, buyers, listing agent, buyer's agent, escrow title, and a lender. The key to any successful purchase or sale of a property is having everyone on the same page. I find at times in our business right now that we have buyer's agents, sellers agents, and buyers and sellers, and escrow and title. There's egos involved. So the number one thing is that we've got to get rid of the egos. We're really in this business of helping people. So short sales are going to stay here. They're not going away. This is going to be part of our business for a long time. I like to look at short sales as a division of my company. As a real estate salesperson myself, as a broker, I have a short sale division. I have a buyer's division. I have a closing department, very much like our office and other offices. But as an individual salesperson, I think we need to think about that. We need to think that short sales really are a division of what we do. Standard sales are as well, and if you're fortunate enough to have REOs, you have an REO division also. Agents must learn how to help homeowners. I think that is the number one thing that most people forget. I think a lot of agents are really focused on how fast can I make money and how much money can I possibly make. We're really in the customer service business as salespeople. So it's how can we help people. Sometimes as agents and brokers we must be the voice of reason, and I'll kind of get into that a little bit more throughout the slides, but really we're the professionals. We have to go to the homeowners and explain to them what the process is of getting a short sale approved, and if they really don't qualify, short sales are not a get out of your mortgage-free card. If they don't qualify, we will have to be the voice of reason. By show of hands, how many people have closed 15 deals or more this year? Okay. 10? Okay, or 10 loans this year? Okay, so you guys are in between 10 and 15? What I'd like to see is really, I don't care where I'm at in the country, here where I live, or if I'm back in Detroit where I grew up, is to get a group of people that are doing 50 to 100 of these a year. It's easily done. It's really, I think our biggest nemesis is the agents. They don't know enough, and we're running out to chase a deal, right? You guys found the same thing where you got agents that aren't quite sure what they're doing on short sales? What makes agents successful with a short sale? I think number one is passion, is a willingness to help others. You've heard me say help 100 times now. If you are not passionate about what you're doing, if you're not passionate about helping buyers and sellers put a deal together in a short sale, it's probably not going to happen. If you're just in numbers, flipping numbers, you'll eventually burn out, and you won't be doing a service to the actual homeowner. You have to know the short sale process. You have to know the government programs. And this shouldn't really be on the bottom. It should be up towards the top, is that the follow-up and quick reply to the lien holders is absolutely a necessity. I find that agents will start negotiating a short sale. They'll get the package sent off to the bank. The bank will respond, and it'll take them 72 hours or longer to get back to the bank. By then, the bank's already forgotten who you are. Well, if it's taken you a week to respond to a bank on some type of condition of the short sale, you're probably not doing your seller a service. You're doing more of a disservice. That kind of goes right back to the passion. When you first interview your sellers, you have to find out how many loans or liens are on the property. That includes HOAs. That includes if there's an IRS lien. That includes if there's a tax lien on the property. You have to know all of this. If for some reason you don't, 9 times out of 10 you will get burnt at the very end of that approval. The approval will come back contingent upon the seller having to pay certain fees and fines. You have to find out what kind of loans or liens are on the property, what bank or banks are involved. We all know that B of A uses Equator. We know Wells Fargo is now initiating short sales in Equator. GMAC has stuff in Equator. Some banks have their own system. Some banks are still stuck in the fax everything over system. You need to find out if they've missed any payments, if there's an NOD or NOT, and are the owners living in the property? Why would that be important if the owners are living in the property? Anyone?
If they're not, it's not HAPA.
Right, they may not qualify for HAPA or a government program. You also want to know if there's tenants living in the property, how are we going to deal with the tenants if there's a short sale approval? right? What if there's a lease in place, and this lease lasts 9 more months, and we get a short sale approval in 90 days? What are we going to do with the remaining 6 months?